Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Josh, and in today's video I'm going to be comparing the Capital One Venture credit card to the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card. So we're going to be comparing the two credit cards, going over their main features, their pros, as well as their drawbacks. So hopefully by the end of this video you'll have a much better idea of which credit card is the best fit for you. But before we go ahead and dive into the main features of both of these credit cards, if you wouldn't mind helping me out real quickly by just giving this video a like, that just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Plus, if you would like to receive up to $200 in free stock, in a pinned comment below, I will be leaving a link to Robinhood. All you have to do is once you click on that link is just sign up for a free account and then simply link your bank account. You do not even have to make an opening deposit. At that point in time, Robinhood will be sending you one free stock worth all the way up to $200. Okay, so diving right into the main features of this card. First off, we're going to be talking about points or miles and how you can earn them with both these credit cards. So we're going to be starting out with the Capital One Venture credit card, where you can earn 5 miles per dollar spent on hotels and rental cars booked through the Capital One travel portal. And then on all other transactions unlimited, you will be earning 2 points per dollar spent. Then as far as the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card, they actually have multiple categories. So starting out, you will be earning 5 points per dollar spent through the Chase travel portal, excluding hotel purchases that will qualify for the $50 annual Chase travel hotel credit. Then you'll be earning 3 points per dollar spent on dining, 3 points per dollar spent on online grocery purchases. This will exclude Target, Walmart, and wholesale clubs. So you'll also be receiving 3 points per dollar spent on streaming services, 2 points per dollar spent on travel, and then on all other transactions outside of those categories, you will be earning 1 point per dollar spent. Now with both these credit cards, they are also offering a pretty good spend bonus as well. So as far as the Capital One Venture credit card goes, you will be receiving a 75,000 mile spend bonus as long as you're able to spend at least $4,000 within the first 3 months of having this credit card. And then with the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card, it's going to be the exact same thing with that card as well. 75,000 points as long as you're able to spend at least $4,000 within the first 3 months of having that card. Now with both these credit cards, you're also going to be receiving some other really good perks as well. We're going to start out with the Capital One Venture card, where with that one you're going to be receiving a $50 experience credit with the Lifestyle Collection. This is going to give you room upgrades when available when booking through the Capital One travel portal. You're also going to be receiving Hertz 5-star status. You're also going to be receiving up to $100 in credit every 5 years to go towards global entry or TSA PreCheck. You're also going to be receiving auto rental collision damage waiver, travel accident insurance, extended warranty protection, and then you can also transfer your miles with 15 plus travel loyalty programs, which will give you more flexibility with your points. And then you're also going to have a $0 fraud liability, which means that if someone steals your credit card and they go out and spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars with it, you are not going to be held liable to pay for those transactions because you did not authorize them. So those are the other benefits with the Capital One Venture credit card. And as far as the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card, we're going to be going over the other perks of that card. So starting out, you are going to be receiving $150 in partner value. So you will be receiving a DoorDash Dash Pass and Caviar subscription. That's going to be a $96 value. You're also going to be receiving an Instacart membership. That's going to be a $60 value. You're also going to be receiving $15 in quarterly Instacart credit, 5 points per dollar spent on Peloton purchases over $150, 5 points per dollar spent on Lyft rides through March 31st of 2025. Then on top of that, you're also going to be receiving $50 in statement credits each account anniversary for hotel stays as long as you purchase them through the Chase travel portal. You're also going to be receiving 25% in additional value with Ultimate Rewards when you redeem them for travel through the Chase travel portal. So for example, 75,000 points will be worth $937.50 when you redeem it through the Chase travel portal. This is a huge benefit. You're also going to have a 1-to-1 points transfer with several different airline and hotel partners. You're also going to be receiving trip cancellation / interruption insurance, auto rental collision damage waiver, baggage delay insurance, trip delay reimbursement, travel and emergency assistance services, purchase protection, extended warranty protection, and then also that $0 fraud liability protection as well. So now that we went over the main features of both of these credit cards, at this point in time, we're going to go ahead and dive into the APR and fees, because of course this is also super important as well. So we're going to start out with the Capital One Venture Credit Card. So with that one, you're going to start out with your purchase and balance transfer APR of 19.99, 26.24, or 29.99% based on your credit worthiness. Then as far as cash advances go on this channel, we usually recommend to stay far away from cash advances. This of course should not be considered financial advice, just my own personal reasons. Usually with them you have a very high interest rate, plus you have to pay a lot of fees as well. But if you do decide to take out a cash advance with this card, just know that your APR on them is going to be a whopping 29.99% plus a lot of fees as well, which we are going to go ahead and dive into right now. So as far as the fees go with the Capital One Venture Credit Card, starting out on the cash advances, you are going to have a fee of either $5 or 5% of the amount of each cash advance, whichever happens to be greater. Then as far as balance transfers go, your fee on those is going to be 4% if during a promotional APR period, if they offer you a promo APR later down the line. If not, you're not going to have any type of fee on your balance transfer. Then as far as late payments go, you're going to have a late payment fee of up to $40. There are no foreign transaction fees with this credit card. That is a bonus. And then finally, as far as the annual fee goes, every single year you are going to have to pay an annual fee of $95. Now, as far as the APR and fees go with the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card, starting out, your APR on both purchases and balance transfers is going to be anywhere between 21.49 to 28.49% based on your credit worthiness. Then on cash advances, you're going to have a cash advance APR of 29.99%. As far as the fees go, on your cash advances, you're going to have a fee of either $5 or 5% of the amount of each cash advance, whichever happens to be greater. Your balance transfer fee is either going to be $10 or 5% of the amount of each balance transfer, whichever happens to be greater. You're going to have a late or return payment of up to $40 if you happen to have a late or return payment. With this card, there is also no foreign transaction fees either, so you can travel outside the country and take this card. You don't have to worry about getting hit with any extra fees from Chase. And then as far as the annual fee goes, just like the Capital One Venture Credit Card, this one you're also going to have an annual fee of $95. So that's something you're going to have to consider every single year, whether or not this credit card is worth keeping with that $95 annual fee. So those are the main features as well as the APR and fees of both of these credit cards. At this point in time, we're going to go ahead and go over what I would consider to be the best things about the Capital One Venture Credit Card and why that one wins, and what the best things are about the Chase Sapphire Preferred Credit Card and why that credit card wins. So the best things about the Capital One Venture Credit Card is the fact that you are going to be receiving up to $100 in credit every 5 years to cover global entry or TSA pre-check. That's something that you're not going to be getting with the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card. You're also going to be receiving Hertz 5-star status. That's also something you're not going to be receiving with the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card either. And then you're also going to be receiving the $50 experience credit from their lifestyle collection. Now, as far as what you're going to be receiving with the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card that you're not going to be getting with the Capital One Venture credit card, starting out, you're going to be receiving the DoorDash Dash Pass membership, $15 in quarterly Instacart credit. You're also going to be receiving $50 in statement credits each account anniversaries for hotel stays when you use Chase Travel. You're also going to be receiving 25% more in additional value when using the Chase Travel portal to redeem your points. And then you're also going to be earning 5 points per dollar spent on Lyft rides, 3 points per dollar spent on dining, 3 points per dollar spent on grocery purchases when done online, and then 3 points per dollar spent on streaming services. So you're going to have those extra categories where you can earn more than just 2 points per dollar spent. Now, as far as the drawbacks go, first, the drawbacks of the Capital One Venture Credit Card. First off, you're not going to be receiving like any annual travel credits, just basically the 5-year one for the global entry or TSA pre-check. And then you're also not going to have an introductory APR on your purchases, nor an introductory APR on your balance transfers. That's going to be exactly the same for the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card, where you're not going to have like an introductory APR on your purchases, nor are you for your balance transfers. And then also another drawback of the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card is that outside of all those extra categories, you are only going to be earning 1 point per dollar spent. So outside of travel, dining, online grocery purchases, and streaming, it's only going to be 1 point per dollar spent. So if you go to the grocery store in person, on those transactions, you are only going to be earning 1 point per dollar spent. So on those transactions, for example, you might want to use another credit card, one where you might be earning 2, 3, or even more percent in cash back. Whereas with this credit card, you're only going to be earning 1 point per dollar spent. So just to sum things up here, all in all, both of these credit cards have their good things and bad things. Both are solid credit cards to have. In my opinion, at least, the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card is just a little bit better because of the 25% in additional value when you redeem them through the Chase Travel Portal, plus the extra miles that you're going to be receiving in those other categories, so you can actually earn more miles overall. And then whenever you're in one of the categories where you're only going to be earning 1 point per dollar spent, you might want to use another credit card. But again, the Chase Sapphire Preferred credit card just barely edges out the Capital One Venture credit card. Just my opinion. And again, whatever you choose, both of them are very good options. But that's all we have for today's comparison. I hope you enjoyed and found value out of it. If you did, again, I would greatly appreciate it if you could give this video a like. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video.